ladies and gentlemen, your number one hit music station, Superstar Wednesday. He got signed last year, right?
Yeah.
To DMW, and now that's a record label that has had all stars like Mayor Kun to Peruzzi, tons of great stars, and now guess what? He just got his own shot.
Yeah.
And David, shout out to him and what he does for music and what he's done. And figured that, so when I heard his name came out, I said, nah, that's a good signing because he's pretty good. Ladies and gentlemen, right here on Superstar Wednesday, I've got the one and the only Logos.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Do
we have to call it Logos or Olori?
Yeah, Logos.
Logos is good.
Yeah, Logos is good.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Nah, man. So the truth is, this feels like there's like a deja vu right playing out here. We've had a conversation like this, and I think one of your dreams was you wanted to sign.
Yeah.
You were looking for a record deal that was right? Now, tell us how you got signed with David.
Nah, it's still a miracle. Like, it's still like a dream to me, Because I remember after that Influencer Baby project, I went to Dubai to shoot the video because Dre Spencer was in Dubai, the guy that featured me. So I was there. At some point, I just look, I just did small. You understand? So I was there for like a year. And I started getting depressed because music is my passion. So I was just there. I couldn't do music because it's Dubai, it's very far. I was recording, but it wasn't like when so I was like, I won't go Nigeria. So I called Magic Sticks. I was like, Agaze come out, so Mukon, hustle this thing. And it was like, guy, they come house. Ashake is making waves now, I'm big now. Magic Sticks, Ashake's producer. Yeah. So I'm big now, I'm like, I even have even placement on Davido's Timeless album, and I'm like, I they come out. So that's why I came home. So it was like, okay, you be the songwriter for the album.
Yeah.
So that's why I went with him, like, okay, we could go now. So it was a 3 days camp. David was on the camp. For 3 days, we were working, and they tell me we were all planning from home, like, you have to tell David that you're an artist, not just a songwriter, but mind really grim, Every time we'll be in the studio, we'll go work the first day. I know if he talk, they'll go out, they shout for me like, bro, you have to tell David that you are a songwriter, you are an artist, not just I'll be like, okay, tomorrow. And it was the last day of the camp. No.
Why were you scared?
It was Davido. I'm like, this is the first time me being in close proximity with David. So it's like, Davido, I wanted to say a song. So I just do my work, JJ. So the last day was like, last opportunity. I'm not going to see him again. That was the last day of the camp. So it was my last shot. So my friend, he texts me for right there and then when he was recording, like,
tell that guy.
Tell him now. Like, if you don't tell him now, Otilo, you won't see him again. As he texts me, like, I just stand up, just say, Baba, the single, I be artist soon. And just like, now you know talk since. Play your music now. Just like, okay. I just like Magic Sticks Afafa. So we had an EP I recorded already because I was looking for a label. So I recorded the body of work that I was looking for. So we played the EP and he was like, why are these songs not out? I said, Baba, no label, no platform. We just push it. And he was like, welcome to the family. That same
just
day,
like that?
That same time. That same day.
So which one of your friends was the most was pestering you the most?
Big Wage. Initiating wage process.
Why? Is it your best friend or you've been friends?
We were in Dubai together actually. We traveled to Dubai together, so we were there for a year together. So he was the producer that was. So we were both depressed. We came back to Nigeria together. So he was like, "This is our shot, bro. Now why we come back to Nigeria? Like you guys, like you have to tell him now." So he was like on my WhatsApp, like texting me, like, "Bro." He was even the producer for Unavailable as well with Magic Stick.
Wow.
So he was texting me like, now your chance. If you no talk, me, I don't do beat too. Now your life, you know, understand? So
wow,
like it was a miracle. That same day, David was.
And but see how it works. You guys left the country together.
Yeah.
You went through all your journey together, came back. He actually made one of the biggest songs in.
Yeah.
He produced one of the biggest songs in 2023.
Yeah.
And you got a record deal.
Yeah.
What was the first thing you did when you got that?
Well, the record deal.
When you got the record, what was the first thing you did?
The first thing we did after David said, "Welcome to the family," was like, "Let's go have dinner." And we went to have dinner, and I couldn't eat. And I was like, why you need a chop? I couldn't eat because I was shocked. I was still shocked. Like this, everything I've been praying for, and it was just like a 2 minutes conversation. I was like, "Welcome to the family." Like, it's like I couldn't eat that day. It was like, guy, eat now. I was just looking, say, you think they shock you? No worry. I was just like, I was dumbfounded, like, what's going on? Did this really happen? I went home, I called everybody. I was like, I just got a deal. Everybody was so happy because like they knew my story, you know. Like a lot of people in the industry know that Logos has
been there, bro.
Underground, you know, for a long time. So it was amazing. It was just
so how many years have you spent on the ground before you got this deal?
I can't count, man. Like the people that will really say this is like the likes of Skills. Yeah. You know, I did a song with Skills like 2014. You know, wow. When Skills was still in EME, I was there with JP Zoo. The like of Skills, wow. Those are the people that can really tell my story. Timaya, I used to live in Timaya's house at some point when I was struggling this music, you know. When Run Town, there was a Timaya Patoranking.
Oh, so you were hoping to get signed at that time?
Yeah, I was just walking, like I was just... You know now, a kid now, I wanted to sing, I was just everywhere. I would do to my house today, tomorrow I go to sleep for Skill Side, next tomorrow I did it. Like I was just everywhere, just studio rats. That boy was studio rats, basically. So that's how I moved throughout the years in the music game. But JP was like my boss then. And shout out to JP Production, the one that did Shake Body for Skills. So it was one taking me up and down till I finally like, you know, found out this deal and shit. So it was JP was the one that held me down, you know, for all those years.
Are you still friends with the same people? Now, because you mentioned there's Magic Sticks, right? There's J Pizzle, and there is Big Rage, right? Are you still friends with all of them?
Of course, we still make music together. I was just in Magic Sticks place like 2 days ago. You know, we still are still together because we do the same things. So.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good, and it's nice. I mean, the beauty of everything is you guys are growing together, right? You know, expectations are always high for everybody who got the same deal on that same label. Peruzzi is a fantastic songwriter.
Yeah.
Meokun is
crazy.
A Lamba king. Like, you know, so, you know, do you sometimes feel like those shoes are pretty big?
Yeah, of course. Like, a lot of people tell me that after the deal was like a new start of a new journey for me. Because a lot of people like, oh, you finally made it. You finally made it. I was like, I finally made it to get the deal, but now there's a new assignment for me. Like now I have to like, okay, you have the deal. Now there's a lot of eyes on you. Now you have to work. You know, you have to shoot. Like there was a time we were in camp and David came around. I was in camp, so he came and he was like, no drink. You just did. No, when I just did the record, no drink, nothing. He say, I said, oh, Baba, where I get work to. You understand? It's like, you need to enjoy yourself. You just did a record. Or I have to, because like this is what I've been doing all my life, and this is like an opportunity, so I have to. So Olori, the EP was like me telling the world, like, man, this is what I want to do, you know.
Are we allowed to play that Influencer Baby again?
Yeah, of course.
And we're having a really, really, you know, honest conversation off the radio, because the truth is, I mean, if you wanted to sign with anybody else, if you're going to sign with anybody else besides David, who would that be? That's a trick question.
Anybody else?
If you had a chance to sign with anybody else besides David,
besides probably
DMW,
Don Jazzy.
Don Jazzy, right? That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Why Don Jazzy?
Yeah, because, you know, I like the way he handles his business, you know, his artist, the way he promotes each and every one of them, you know, regardless of how big you are, like he's there for you. So I like Don Jazzy's,
how he manages his own record.
Yeah, he manages.
That's a good thing. So now, so far, what has changed about your life? Because the truth is when it comes to fame and money, and with the people you're signed with, you send money. Maybe not your own money, but you've seen how they spend money, right? Do you feel like friends, family have the expectations grown? I mean, is the expectation too high for you sometimes? And I want you to be pretty honest.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that, but I try to make them understand like this is a journey and I'm headed somewhere. You know, sometimes it's like, okay, but calm down, everybody relax, you know. Just give me some time to sometimes to balance up, because I understand how it feels, like, you know, but at the end of the day, you have to understand that it's still business, and I still have to, like, you know, work hard and make myself a name for myself, even if I'm still under the label, you know. So I try to make my friends and my family understand that, you know, like, this is, but they don't understand, because I've been in the business for the music for a long time, so there's kind of understand, because I have to explain every time to them anyways, so they kind of understand it. And my friends, most of my friends are actually music people, like they are producers, they are songwriters, artists, they are film directors, because I've been in the industry, so I made friends, so they understand, so they'll be like, okay, like, you know.
Before now, which song do you think should have been the ticket for you? Shine, right?
Yeah.
So you thought that song was gonna blow you up?
Yeah, I thought that song.
So what happened at that time?
Because Olamide was posting that song every time, you know. Olamide was the first artist that actually co-signed me, like, big time. So he was posting that song, like, I even met him, like, you know, I met him in Dubai. You know, I was like, Baba, you just give me one verse for this song. Because then that was all my mind. Like, if Badu would give me one verse for Shine, I'm blown. But I chased that verse, but unfortunately I didn't get the verse, you know. So I just kept moving.
But would you still want a verse of Olamide still?
Yeah, of course. Like, Badu. That one is that. Badu is still, you know, I still respect Badu. Like, we still talk once in a while.
That's
you
good.
know. Yeah, of course. Like, Badu is a boss now. Sure, for 100.
It's a good thing. I mean, building relations sometimes, and then there are reasons why things don't work, and it works at a certain time.
Yeah.
And it's always nice to tell everybody you want to blow in this business. Sometimes you have to do certain things for yourself, enough for anybody to see, and I want to work with you.
Yeah.
Now, I think the doors are open now.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Now, who you send DMs definitely to at the time.
I was
never opened it.
At some point.
Oh yeah, listen. Did they reply you now?
See, the thing is that these DMs they delete, you know. But I was in Don Jazz's DM, I was in everybody's DM, you know. But a lot of them won't reply me, they won't see it, you know. I was even in Burna Boy's DM at some point, you know. But it was not for music related issues. That was just for, like, something he said, and I replied, and we argued for some time. You know, that was like 5 years ago or something. Wow. But we argued. So I was in everybody's DM, like, help me, or I have this song. Even Maven, I used to message Maven a lot, because, like, I love the way they were put then. So I used to message them. I talked to some of their A&R now, but I couldn't really get to Don Jazzy.
Did you ever send a DM to David?
And David was one person I didn't send DMs to. Just one person I didn't say. I didn't send DMs to David, like, sign me.
We need to write this into a book. So now, you see how things work. Irony of life.
David was one person I didn't send DM to, like, okay, sign me. Nah, but my dad used to work with David's dad way back. So I used to disturb my dad, take me to David. But he would be like, no, I won't take you to them. Those guys are rough, you're too young. Because then I was young. He said, I don't want that, no. You know, and I was singing. I was like, dad, take me. Because my dad used to be like chief security for David's dad, you know. He handled that security and stuff. So it's like, take me to David. My dad would be like, he would be coming back telling us stories like, and this is what Davido. That Davido. I was like, Dad, I'm not take me there. And I was like, no. The way they are living, they'll be driving cars fast, you know. I'm like, oh my.
So now, wait.
I won't tell David that story. He was laughing. Right?
So what's the perception now? What is right now?
Yeah.
What's your daddy saying about that now?
I'm an adult now. I was a teenager then, you know. So he had like, okay, you can't do this now, you know.
So now, but now, how does he feel about it?
Nah, it's my choice. You know, my dad is a pastor, by the way. He has accepted that, okay, this is your choice. He always like, okay, you like this life, but I've been doing this. So, like, except you want to be like, oh, you don't want me to be happy. But if they want me to be happy, so they'll be like, okay, I'm going to choose your happiness. This is what you want to do. Okay, fine, you can do it. You know, so now everybody accepts what I do.
I know, wow. You know, everything changes, you know, for a reason. Now let's talk about the EP. I mean, I heard a couple of songs on it. It felt like you poured your heart out on this one, right?
Yeah.
But are these songs you just wrote down, or you had these songs before?
Yeah, some of them are just like Push It was the last. No, Easy on Me was the last song I recorded in the EP, the one with David. Push It was the second. So it's most of them like Apapa, Push It, Easy on Me. I recorded them like in like 4 or 5 months. Then the rest was like old. My Darling was like a year ago.
Wow.
Olori was a year ago.
Wow.
Like almost 2 years now, safe.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you have a great collection of music that you made yourself.
Yeah. I would say that. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about OGs. Now, this is just me going out of the box, right?
Yeah.
I mean, growing in the business of music, right? The truth is, a lot of people have paved that way.
Yeah.
They've done the right things. And I always say this, you don't have to be in the same room with your inspiration to get inspired.
Yeah.
Now, the truth is, this another thing. I can see what you've done over the years, and I can just love it. Because I might not be able to reach Jay-Z or reach Beyonce or Alicia Keys. I mean, we call these people our inspiration, but that's the things they've done that also helped you to grow, right? Now, the question is, who would you consider yourself you feel that has done something and it has really helped your career? Aside just even signing you up or whatever it is, let's just leave David out of the comment. I don't want you to even mention David for now.
There's a lot of people
that you think with what they've done, it has helped you get to the next level or it has helped you grow as a person.
Yeah. One of the first people that really found me, because I be AJ boy, proper Ajingule boy. I grew up in Ajingule. I went to secondary school in Ajingule.
Wow.
My life, all my life in Ajingule. Proper. So JPZ was the person that found me in Ajingule. Like, oh, this guy is single, and he took me out of Ajingule. I started meeting all the celebrities, going to like proper studios. So JPZ, shout out to JPZ. I was JPZ for a lot of years. I wasn't doing anything. It was the one that was feeding. You just like believed in my talent. Like, this guy is good. Ajingule boy. Like, no worry, Modi Waka. And every day in the studio, and he would transport, hey, come here, pay the cab, everything for years. Started out to JP. So I met Magic 6 in Ikorodu, in Laspotek. So we started, like, the first day I saw Magic Sticks, I was like, you bad. We go there for a long time. You are talented. It was in Ikorodu in an hostel like this. Now he's like one of the biggest producers in Nigeria, So, like, me and Magic Sticks, we lived together for like at least 7 years. We're living together, just studio and just making music, So Magic 6, big one. Rage 2, I met Rage in Laspotek as well. Rage actually introduced me to Magic. So Rage saw me and he was like, I have a friend that makes beats in our house there. Magic Sticks, come and meet him. So I met Magic Sticks through Rage. So me, Rage, and Magic Sticks have been like a force. Like, we've just been doing music together.
And you guys are all friends?
All friends. All these years together, we've just been doing it.
Okay.
And,
I think I might give you guys a new name. Maybe you guys need to find a name for yourselves, because I like the idea that you're all friends.
Yeah.
You met yourselves, you lived together, you grew together, and everybody blew at the same time.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, your friendship is really powerful. I mean, there's no parasite, everybody sacrificed for themselves, and that's good. And shout out to them, right? Olori's the EP, you go and check it out. It's great music on it. And I'll be playing out that hot one he did with Davido. Great collaboration. I'm sure you probably never pictured that happening.
I didn't picture it happening, but at the end of the project, I just had to like boss David, like, boss, I need you on this project, It was the end. I said Easy On Me was the last song I recorded. Yeah. Right? So I was like, I need you on this project. And it was like, okay, let me listen to it. I'm going to be in Nigeria in 2 days. I will be in the studio, so you can just pull up. Then he came to Nigeria. I went to the studio and I played it for him. He was like, okay, I'm going to jump on this one. It's cool. And he did the verse immediately. That same day we got the verse. I sent it to mixing engineer. I was so happy that David is on the project. That's a big plus
for you, because that changes everything. For I mean, everybody also have a direction. Did you change your sound? Was anything tweaked about you? So what exactly was tweaked about you when you signed this deal?
Yeah, the thing is that he didn't tweak it. He liked what he signed, and he was like, okay, I want to show this to the world. He didn't say, okay, you have to do like this, you have to. It was like, when I played my music, it was like, okay, the world has to hear this. It was like, why this not outside? That's the first question David asked. So he didn't tweak my side. He lets me be free with my creativity. I just do what I want to do, and I play it, and if it's going, it's going,
Okay, so which song is the hottest song you've ever written in your entire life? The hottest song you've ever written, the hottest, and which song has been your hardest to make for yourself?
I can't say that, because like Unavailable was nominated for the Grammy.
Yeah.
You know, so I would say that's the hardest. You know, because that it went so far. Like we did that song in Aja, somewhere in Aja.
Wow.
Yeah, me, Magic Sticks and Rage, you know, somewhere in one small, you know, and the place in Aja like this, you know. And this is where the song where Rihanna saying that's his best song for 2023, you know. So that's like...
You wrote that song?
Yeah. I wrote the song. Peruzzi wrote the verse when we did the song. So David was like, he wanted the verse to be changed. So he called on Peruzzi to do the verse. But I actually came up with the idea of the song. I'm on available. They know they see me. Because it was the song that Magic said, okay, I have a placement. So you need a songwriter. So I wrote the song. We took it to the studio. So we're like, okay, this is the song. So it was like, we did a couple of tweaking. That's when Musakis came in and Peruzzi. So,
yeah. Well. So, you know, the thing is, people don't know that they're things to these things. Yeah. People just think you just get in the booth and just make music. That song, that's a monster hit.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't, you don't have to, see, you can make music anywhere. So first, this sounds so crazy. You made the song in a distant place. Yeah, you know? I'm sure what you guys are
My bus street.
That's one. Two is, that song right now, you had a couple of guys on it. Yeah. So it's not just a song that someone just made.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot to even make a song.
Yeah. At the end, we had Musakis with his verse. I remember the night when Musakis sent his verse, and we're having a dinner, and he sent his verse, and David just played it in the speaker, and everybody went crazy. You know, there was always signs that this song would be, you know. And when it came out, I was surprised because this is something we just. You know.
I remember when one time this came out, you know. The thing is, that's the gift that we have. It was one of the songs I tweeted that said, this song, look out for it. It's the bounce, the melody. See, in Nigeria now, you want a song that actually not even Nigeria. You have to easily connect with it. Yeah. These days, everybody just wants a call and response song. Don't say too much in it. It's nice, but don't be complicated. You want to buy, like you want a club hit, or you want something to actually, you know, jig in the club.
Simple, easy.
Listen, just make it easy.
Yeah.
But it's funny, it sounds like an easy song.
Yeah.
But it was the hardest song to get. That's crazy.
Yeah, and the song really relates to, like, you know, his story at then, because like he was absent from the industry for a while. So writing that song, I kind of related that, like, I'm unavailable, you know, because like he's been, you know, absent and dealing with his own personal issues for a while. So it kind of like matched everything going on. So
what are you gonna learn from the experience if you had to go back, right, and look at how much you've worked hard, bro? I mean, everything you're getting now, you deserve it. You know when they say it's deservable, that's what you say that. But you've gone back. What would you have changed? Made the way you started. What would have been that one thing you changed?
Well, what I would have changed, and what I always tell artists, you know, upcoming artists like me, is that don't ever put your mind on like music is expensive. That's one of the things that slowed me down all these years, because I always was thinking about how to finance it. It's not about that. It's always about your creativity. Focus on your phone and making content and posting it. Don't think about sponsoring it, or all those things will just slow you down.
Because then you see, and that's the thing, because that's the same way I tell a lot of you, and that's why I come back to the OG and Gen Z conversation. The difference with us, we've stayed in this business for this long. Longevity only comes when you start with the passion. Yeah. Because the truth is, if you wait for certain things, it will not happen. Yeah. You have a phone, right? There's TikTok. Yeah. There's Snapchat. Yeah. Right? There is, listen, you don't even have to go to all the platforms. There's Twitter there, there's Facebook. You know, Justin Bieber got his first record deal from MySpace. Yeah. Usher found him on MySpace. And he became a global superstar. So I think the thing is, it's always those excuses. Yeah. Because I remember the time that you came, you did Influencer Baby, and it sounded so good. As a matter of fact, if you put that song out again now, it's gone. To me, that's one of my favorite songs for me, whether you like it or not. Because I tweeted about this song, I'm like, this jam is something about this song. It's crazy. So I like the fact that you told it the way it is. Music, yes. Yeah. Is expensive to, you know, at the end of the day. But you can cheat the system. Yeah. You can cheat the system. You went into everybody's DMs.
Yeah, we start out thinking about the money, you won't do anything ever. That's one of the biggest problems we had, because we were thinking like, okay, we want it to be professional. It can't be professional because you are not professional yet. So if you start thinking like that, this video don't make sense, how they go see am? Don't think about it. Doesn't have to make sense, just post it. You know, that's one of the reasons I love artists don't do anything, because they're waiting for, it guys be like Rema own. So we see Rema they do. I'll post for this street too dirty, this shoe no fine. Just post it. You know, don't think about. That's the problem we had.
And that's where passion comes in.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to think about all those things. Now, guess what? You're gonna have critics. You're gonna have friends who will tell you you're not good enough. You're probably gonna have money constraints. You're gonna have, sometimes you might not even record at the right place. I've heard some unmastered songs. Yeah. And I'm like, people look at it and say, this song is so good, and say, don't worry, I'll master it for you. You never know. Because the thing is, put it out there first.
Yes.
And that's a great advice from Logos. I mean, I took that from you, right? And the thing, these are things that we need to always get in touch with every time. So tell us more about your EP. Is out. What's the plan this year?
Yeah, we're shooting videos for Easy On Me, probably for Push It. But yeah, we're still thinking about the fan choice yet. So the ones the fans gravitate towards, that's what we're shooting.
Which one is your favorite on the EP?
Easy On Me.
Oh, why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Yeah, it's Easy On Me. No, even before like David jumped on the song, that's why I wanted him on that song. Because like I love, because the Easy On Me came out from the inspiration of like, every time I go to my Instagram feed, there's this conversation about men and women fighting each other, and there's this like, so Easy On Me was a song like, take it easy, let's just take it easy, let everybody take it easy. So that's why I go that song. So it's really close to my heart. It's like a personal song to me. So that's why I love Easy On Me. Like it's a song that I actually wrote because of like, I actually saw something, I was like, I want to write about this. Yeah.
So if besides music, what are the other things you would have loved to do if you were not a musician?
I'll probably be a physicist.
Wow.
That's like, it's very weird, but I love science a lot. Like when I was young, even in my Facebook, if you go to my Facebook, like way back, you see, I wrote like, if I don't become Michael Jackson, I'll be Albert Einstein. So
Olori,
so yeah.
If they tell you to do now, I know they walk again.
Yeah, but like I love science too. If you go, like, ask them for house. Now back from my room, I'm watching science stuff, the new inventions, the new mathematical concepts, I just love science. I love how the world works. I like to know why this camera works, what is light, what is energy, that's what I would have done. So it was art or science.
I like that. Thank you so much, Logan, for coming on the show. This the joint.